Alright, hello. This is going to be a guide on how to use redstone in Minecraft. I'm going to show you how to use it, and I know it's quite confusing because I've only recently learned how to use it, and I've been playing Minecraft for quite a few patches or updates or whatever. I've been playing since 1.3 beta, and now I'm on 1.9 pre-release 3. Okay, so first, for all the people that are new to Minecraft, you get redstone from these ore blocks that have the red in them. I'm using a texture pack, so it'll look different. But okay, so the basics is that these torches are the power for the redstone, and this dust, or the redstone dust which you get from the ore, is what you use to transport it. When it's like this, it's in the off state, but when it's lit up and creating small clouds, it's in the on state, and it gives power to other objects, like opening doors, for instance. See? And you can make quite a few uh, inventions or contraptions or whatever you want to call it with redstone. When it gets more complicated, you can make larger, more confusing structures. But basically, all you have to do is get the power to what you want to use. So, like, if you want to power a powered rail, you put down the rail, obviously, and you can either put the torch next to it, underneath it, and there, powers it again, or you can run wire or redstone dust to the torch and it'll still power it. And by doing this, you can power multiple with one torch. See, all three of these are powered. Now the next kind of level is using repeaters. Actually, no, wait, first, there's also switches, so like a lever or a pressure plate or a button can also be used to power the redstone dust. See, now the next thing is the repeaters. Now these took me a while to figure out. And what they are is, if the current runs out in redstone, so if it goes too far, as you can see, the color changes, and that just means it gets weaker. So eventually it'll run out of power. So what redstone repeaters do is that they create more power by, well, I don't know how, but they just create more power so that the stream can go on for longer. So these can be used if you're trying to create a large device. And redstone repeaters also, if you right click on it after you've placed it, it moves this second one here, and it moves it along. And when it's here, the power goes to it straight away, so it turns on straight away. When it's on the second one, it turns on after a little while longer, and the third one, it turns on a little while after that as well. Oh, whoops. And then the fourth one takes the longest time to turn on. If you could see, there was a slight delay. And this can be used for things like powering pistons, which are these. They have only been updated recently for powering pistons. So like the bottom one will come out later and the top one will come out first. See? And then turn it off, it goes. Yeah. And that's by having more repeaters set on the last one. It does that. And it can get more and more repeaters, so larger, so more of a delay. And those are just the basics of repeaters. And also a thing for if you're going to create lots of streams of redstone, like if you're trying to have it to power more than one thing, you can't have, so like if you want to have two things next to each other, you can't have them next to each other. You have to have them at least one block away, or else they'll join and it won't work, because to get the redstone to power a block, so like to power a piston, for example, it has to be as the end of it here, there has to be at least one of those pointing towards it. So you can see if you're trying to power a block and you have all of them right next to each other, it won't power it. You have to have at least one space, which just makes it more difficult for people, which is why there are many mods where they've created intricate wiring where you can place wire next to each other. But that just means that you can't have it like this. So like I couldn't place it next to each other or it wouldn't power these pistons. And yeah, so that's all the basics for it. And I'm going to create some more videos to show you how to create these. Like this is a like a safety drop almost for minecart after the recent update of minecarts take falling damage now. So this has created it so that if you're in a minecart, let me just show you. If you are in a minecart and you want to like have a 1 block long thing, 1 block wide space and want to drop down, you can just use this, and there's a detector rail which is used like a pressure plate for minecarts, and so you can see it drops it down slowly without it taking any falling damage. Whoops. I can't get it to fly. There we go. And this is just for like an adventure map. It just makes the sand fall. I probably could have done a better job on this by putting pistons on either side, but I'll have to remake another one. That again is just for an adventure map. Same thing. And this is a hidden stairs thing. So like it's a wall of stairs and you come stand on this pressure plate and the stairs show up, but once you step off of it, they're only there for a limited amount of time. So yeah, and that's just a bigger version that I just made recently of the safety drop. So that's all the basics for redstone. There'll be more videos out soon about how to make these. I'm sure they'll be quite lengthy videos because some of these are quite hard to make. Obviously not as hard as some of the stuff that other people have made, but I'm just new at redstone wiring. Anyway, thank you for watching.